Hi, welcome. I'm Sonia. I'm a life coach, and we are here together to talk about a topic that I really love, that is organization and time management. I'm going to introduce to you the top golden rules to manage your time effectively. What are you going to learn from this presentation? You're going to learn to be more productive with your time, how to prioritize the tasks, and how to remove the obstacles. I'm going to introduce the three golden rules, okay? The first golden rule is to identify your why. It's very important because it's going to be your lighthouse, going to be your guide. The second golden rule is to plan your time. To have an action plan, it's going really to be the path to help you, to guide you, and help you to get to your destination. And the third golden rule is to identify your obstacles. It's very important to know what is blocking you internally and externally. Then the first golden rule is to know the why, the reason why you are doing what you are doing. Then I will invite you to take a paper and write in a paper your why. The why is the lighthouse. It's what it's going to guide you. It's very important to have it present and have that paper in a place that you are going to be able to see it in a daily basis, because when you are going to feel demotivated or tired, that it really help you and provides you the clarity and the focus and the motivation needed to move forward. The second golden rule is plan your time ahead. To have an action plan, it's really, really important. And more being an entrepreneur, there is so many things that we have on the table, too many tasks, a lot of things that we need to take in count, and it's important to have an action plan, to have the path that help us to get where we want to get. Then for that, we need to plan our time based on the value that the task bring to our objective. Then how much value it's bringing these tasks to my business. When we have so many tasks, it's important to ask ourselves how much value is bringing this task to my business. Then in this part of planning, we're going to learn how to prioritize, to identify the type of task based on the method ABCDE, and to identify as well the areas, the key areas that are adding value to our business. Then your capacity to choose between what is important and not is the key to succeed. I'm going to repeat the sentence. Your capacity to choose between what is important and not, it's the key to succeed. There is so many things that we have to do that it's very easy for us to lose the focus on what is important and what it's not. Then for that, it's important to have in mind the first golden rule, our why, our objective, our goal. Once we have that, write it down in a paper. We write down all the tasks that we need to do to get there. When we say all, it's all the big and the small ones. It's very important as well to write down the small ones, as we're going to need a specific time to have them done as well. In building a business, there is that we will say that is the major goal, but then there is sub goals, as maybe to build up a marketing plan, to build up as well or create our funnel or our website. And for that subcategories, there is as well a full list of tasks that we need to do. Then it's important to divide the big task in the small ones. For this, there is a very practical exercise that you can do. You can take a paper and in 30 seconds to write down the three objectives that are more important for your business at the present moment. That will help you to narrow down and really focus on what is important for your business right now. Then Identify the three things that require the 90% of your time and your attention at the present moment as well. And then ask yourself, what objective, if I would reach, would have the major impact on my business? This exercise will help you really to focus on the main and important tasks for your business at the present moment. Then once we have the list, you need to give a due date for every single task that you need in the list. It's very important to put a date. Otherwise, our mind thinks that we have all the time in the world and we don't help ourselves to have the things done. Then it's important to put the date by when this task needs to be done. Then we need to book a specific time for every task. There's tasks that they are similar, then you can group them in groups, for example, responding emails or like making calls. You can group that tasks to have them done like together to keep you in a flow motion. If you are in the mindset of responding emails, it's easy for you to do that task all together, then respond an email, then I make a call. It really interrupts the flow of the task. Then it's good to put them in groups. Then there is tasks that they are more demanding than others, and it's recommended to start with those tasks at the first thing in the morning and to really book a specific time for them. If we have them done the first thing in the morning, we forget about them and we move forward. If we don't have them done and we procrastinate, it's going to be always on the back of our mind and it's not going to help us. Then it's good to do it at the beginning. Then another thing is to plan our day at the beginning. Before we start, we need to know what we're going to do and have our to-do list in front of us. There is two methods that can be used to organize your time to have a task done. There is the Pomodoro, that you focus on specific task and you do it in 20 minutes. Then after that 20 minutes, you take 5 minutes break and you repeat 3 times until that specific task is done. That it helps you really to focus on that task for a short period of time and really commit to it. Then there is another method, that's the method called the 90 minutes, 15 minutes. You book 90 minutes for a task, you work on that task for 90 minutes, and then you take a break of 15 minutes and you repeat it. All these methods, they're really methods that you can personalize and use it the way that it suits you better for you. Then the type of tasks. There's the method that's the ABCD that classify the tasks based on the value and the importance. Then the A tasks, there are tasks that are important, and if they are not done, it will bring consequences. And there are tasks that can be done only by you. The B tasks, they are tasks that you should do, but their impact is small. The C tasks are the tasks that are pleasant to do, but their impact is minimal or non-existent. Then there is the D tasks, that they are the tasks that you can delegate, and the E tasks that you can delete. It's good that the first thing in the morning, when you have your list of tasks, you classify the task. Beside every task, you put if it's A, B, C, D, or E task. If you do this method for a month, this will help you to automatize the process, and you're going to do it like with no effort, and really helps you on the long term of the planning process. Then the areas that add value. Be focused on the key areas that gives result to your business. There is an exercise that you can do to help you to identify the areas. Then I will invite you to draw a circle, divide the circle on the main areas of your business. Depending on the business that you have, it's going to change. The one that I have in the presentation is really only an example. There is only 4 areas, but depending on your business can have like 5 key areas, 6 key areas, 8 key areas. The important thing is that you determine and you identify the key areas of your business and you write them down. Once you write them down, you need to evaluate them based on how good you are. Then being 1 the minimum and 10 the highest. Um, then, for example, in marketing, myself, I put a 9 because I'm very good at marketing and it's one of my strengths. In sales, I'm not a salesperson. Then I would rate myself as 2. This it helps to see the strength, um, the areas that you are strong and the strengths. Then once you know the areas that you can add more value, it's important that you gain more knowledge and you focus on that areas. The ones that you are more weak or you're not so good at, you can look for other resources or people that can help you or delegate that ones to really maximize your potential in your business. Then the third golden rule, it's the identify your obstacles. It's so important. Like on the journey as entrepreneur, we don't stop to overload ourselves with tasks, with duties, with responsibilities, and then our backpack it's so heavy that we can barely walk, and then we get frustrated. And it's very important to relieve weight and remove the extra weight that is not helping us to move forward. There is internal and external obstacles. The external ones is your working place. It's very important that it's nice, clean, and tidy. The minimum things that you have, it's the best. It's very important that your working place it's appealing, it's calling you to go there. There is some places that we're working our workplace and we really don't like, it's not appealing, it's not attractive, and it's not really helping us. And it's important because we are going to spend a lot of time sitting in that corner or in that chair or in that space, and make it as nicest and welcome as possible. Then have all the things that you need before to start the day or to start a task. So many times we don't have all the things that we need, and we go for a glass of water, we go to the loo, we go to take the document that we need, and that is really not helping us to have the things done. Then before to start, make sure that you have all the things that you need. Turn off the notification. If you need to have some notification on because you're waiting for something important, it's fine. Otherwise, really minimize all as much as possible all the distractions and learn from the previous tasks. It's very important to learn from the mistakes that we did on the past or the things that we could do better. There is tasks that maybe you spend a whole day designing your logo, and at the end of the day you weren't happy and you felt that you waste your day. Then for that type of task of design, you know that you may be better to look for a person to have your logo done or to look for other resources. Internal obstacles. Internal obstacles, there are all the limiting beliefs, all the doubts, all the insecurities, all the sentences as I'm not going to be able, I'm not good enough, there is too many people out there that are well better than me or well better prepared. All that, there are internal obstacles. then it's very important that we identify and we are aware of that. Then once we are aware of them, I would encourage you to write them down and ask yourself what it's in me that it's blocking me, and write down all the things that come up. Let it out. Then there is some questions as well that help us when we are in a process that we are blocked and we are feeling frustrated, because this path, it can be very challenging. Then it's very important that we support ourselves and we ask, what can I do? What can I do? There is some days that we feel no motivated and we barely want to do anything. Then in that moment, what can I do? Maybe I can do a small task, or maybe I can do nothing and really take that time to rest and be more energized the following day. Ask yourself, what can you control at the moment? There is a lot of things that you may not be able to control your mood, but you can control what you can do with that mood. As I said before, what I can do with what I feel like. Do I rest? Do I do an easy task? Do I go for a walk? You have the control. Where are you now? It's important to take the time and reflect on where are we now. There is so many times that we focus on the past, that we focus on the present, and on the future, sorry, and we forget where we are right now at the present moment. It's important to see where we are now, to as well maximize what we can do, because there is too many times that we waste our time and energy thinking in all the potential problems that come up. It's as if you start a hiking route and you, before to start the journey, you think about all the things that can go wrong. You're not helping yourself, you're not motivating yourself to start the journey, and you're not really making the path or the journey easy for yourself. Then if there is no problems right now, like, focus on what is going on right now. If a problem come up right now, see what are the possibilities, what are the options, but don't overthink of all the things that can go wrong. When something comes up, you will deal with it. How the journey impact your well-being. It's very important to keep in mind these two keywords: compassion and acceptance. The journey of an entrepreneur is very challenging. It can be very lonely. There is a lot of ups and downs, and we need to learn to support ourselves along the way. There's an exercise that really helps to give you some tools and learn how you can support yourself on your low moments. There is really a little example that will help to explain this exercise. If you are going for an adventure, you are going to have days that there's going to be sunny, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be windy, and the weather you really can change. There is a specific day that you want to do 10K that day or 40K, and in the middle of the journey it starts to rain so heavily that you can't walk. Then you start to be complaining about the weather and you get in a loop, in a circle. The weather, you are not going to be able to change the weather. Then take control and the power on what you can change. You can change your plans, you can adapt to the situation. You may take a rest, you may enjoy and walk under the rain, or you may take your time and write a journal or have a nap, or like, you can really adapt. And it's very important that we have a bad day, we don't get in the loop of your emotion, your sadness, your frustration. Like, it's important that you recognize how you feel, you don't deny, you recognize how you feel. I feel tired today, I really feel so tired, and you accept that feeling, like, I'm tired. Then you check the possibilities, what it's the possibilities out there for me today, what I can do, what I really can do. Maybe I can do an easy task that really keeps me moving forward, and I do that easy task. You have the power. Then the resources. keep in mind your why. Your why is really going to give you the support on that days that you are down. Write down how you feel, take a break, go for a walk, call a friend, or even meditate. Take a little break to meditate 10 or 5 minutes. It's going to help you. In the journey of the entrepreneur, it's very important that we take care of our well-being and we listen to our needs and we don't only focus on action, action, action. It's very important to take in account our feelings, our emotion, and our needs. Then to do a recapitulation, we need to identify our why, our objective. We need to write down all the tasks that we need to do to reach our goal. We need to organize that task based on the priority and on the value that they add to our business. We need to classify the task with the method A, B, C, D, E. We need to organize ourselves to our day before to start getting closer to our goal and helping ourselves to get to our destination, identify our internal and external obstacles, and we can't forget our well-being as it's part of the process. And we are always going to have days that we don't feel motivated and we feel tired, and it's important that we keep in mind that days are going to be there and we need to learn how to support ourselves through that days. Then if you want to feel empowered, if you want to feel in control and inspired and have clarity, it's good that you support yourself using these three golden tools or rules, because at the end they are tools that helps you on the way. The key points: focus on what add value to your business and reduce the obstacles. I would invite you to write down 2 internal obstacles and 2 external obstacles that you have right now. And I want to share as well some resources that they may be helpful to support you and to get more information regarding this topic about organization and time management. There is a book called Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. I highly recommend it. There is powerful and very useful information. There is a meditation app as well if you want to take some breaks and really clear your mind and take a big inhale and exhalation and really take a break from your craziness. This app, it's very easy. There is a free trial and a free option, and you can choose if you want to if you want to meditate for 10 or 5 or 15 minutes. You can really regulate and choose the time that you have for meditate, and it's really useful and good for beginners. Then there is as well an exercise that it's good to do. That's the things that you are saying yes, and at the same time the ones that you are saying no. There is, every time that you say yes to something, there is a no behind, and it's good to identify to what are the things that you are saying no, and write a journal. It's very good that you write, that you let the things out and you help yourself like to remove all the craziness and all the thoughts that we have. It's a very good way to process them through the writing. And I'm sharing here my contact details if you want to get in touch with me or get more information, or if you want that I help you and support you through your journey, you can contact me in soniagomezcoach@gmail.com, or through my LinkedIn. If you want to get all the exercises and all the tools in a PDF, please contact me, send me an email, and I will send you that document with all the exercise and tools that I share in this presentation. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and enjoy life. That is the most important thing. Enjoy the journey. And thank you so much for being here, for spending this time with me. And I'm very grateful, and a big thank you for Elizabeth Leonor to organize this lovely, amazing conference. And I'm very grateful and thankful to be part of it. Thank you very much, and have a very nice day ahead. See you.